DJI is preparing to launch its first true 360 FPV drone, and it could introduce a completely new hybrid category in the drone market. This model is expected to combine aggressive FPV flying performance with immersive 360-degree video capture, removing the need to choose between traditional forward-facing footage and full spherical recording. The biggest highlight is the rumored dual camera system. Reports suggest the drone will use large 1/1.1-inch sensors, which are significantly bigger than typical FPV drone sensors. The camera module is expected to rotate, allowing users to switch between full 360-degree spherical capture and standard forward-facing FPV mode. In 360 mode, the drone may support 8K at 60 frames per second recording. Pricing is expected to be structured in multiple tiers. The drone-only version is rumored to cost between $400 and $500. This option is designed for users who already own compatible controllers or goggles. The standard combo, which may include the RC2 controller, is expected to range from $600 to $700. This package would likely be the most popular choice for new buyers. A Fly More or immersive bundle could range from $800 to $1,000. This higher tier package may include extra batteries, a charging hub, and possibly DJI goggles N3. Early pricing estimates are based on Chinese retail listings, with CNY converted to USD. Official global pricing in the United States and Europe may differ. In traditional FPV mode, it could shoot 4K video at up to 120 frames per second for smooth, slow-motion footage. This hybrid camera system means creators no longer need two different drones for different styles. Pilots can focus entirely on flying while capturing everything around them. Later in post-production, users can reframe shots, choose angles, and create multiple perspectives from a single flight. This makes it ideal for car chase scenes, diving shots, orbit moves, and high-speed cinematic sequences. In terms of design, this is expected to be a compact Cinewhoop-style drone with full propeller guards. Unlike many FPV drones that use 3-blade props, this one is rumored to feature 4-blade propellers. This design may provide improved stability and smoother throttle response. The estimated weight is around 370 to 380 grams, although this is not confirmed. Final weight may vary depending on hardware components and battery configuration. Flight time is expected to be between 23 and 25 minutes. For a ducted FPV drone recording high-resolution video, this would be strong endurance. DJI is also expected to introduce fast charging support through a new charging hub, allowing users to recharge multiple batteries efficiently. Smart features could be another major advantage. The drone is rumored to include multi-directional obstacle sensing. Forward vision sensors are expected, and there may also be side detection capabilities. Some reports even suggest possible LiDAR assistance. If true, this could make it DJI's most intelligent FPV platform so far. These features would allow safer flying in tight spaces and better subject tracking during complex shots. Transmission technology is likely to use the DJI O4 system. This system offers lower latency and stronger signal performance compared to previous generations. It should provide improved clarity and a more immersive FPV experience. The drone is expected to be compatible with DJI goggles N3 and support the RC2 controller, giving users flexible control options. DJI appears to be structuring the product into entry-level, mid-tier, and full creator bundle options. This approach allows beginners, experienced FPV pilots, and professional content creators to choose based on their needs and budget. Overall, this drone is not just a simple refresh of an existing model. It represents a potential shift in how FPV content is created. By blending full 360 capture with traditional high-speed FPV performance, DJI could eliminate the need for multiple drones and reduce the need for second takes. Creators can capture everything in one flight and decide the final framing later. If the rumored launch timeline is accurate, the drone may arrive around March. With hybrid camera technology, intelligent obstacle sensing, advanced transmission, and flexible pricing tiers, this model could significantly change the FPV and 360 video market. And finally, a big problem with the Mini 5 Pro. Watch till the end for all details. DJI has quietly rolled out a new DJI Fly app update for the Mini 5 Pro, version 1.19.5. On the surface, it looks like a completely routine release. The official note simply says it fixes issues and improves overall app stability. No detailed explanation, no proper changelog, no clear breakdown of what was adjusted, improved, or modified. And that's exactly why many pilots are paying closer attention this time. In recent months, DJI updates have developed a pattern. Small app revisions sometimes introduce changes that are not mentioned at all. These adjustments are not always tied to firmware updates either. Instead, users often discover them only after flying, when something feels different. Maybe a setting behaves in a new way. Maybe a limitation appears. Sometimes it's subtle. Sometimes it directly affects how the drone can be used. That history has made the community more cautious. Every update now raises a quiet question. What changed this time? One of the biggest concerns still revolves around altitude restrictions, especially for pilots in the UK and EU. Earlier this year, confusion spread quickly about why mini drones were locked to 120 meters. Some users believed it was caused by firmware. Others thought skipping updates would prevent the restriction from being applied. But eventually, it became clear that the limitation is entirely location-based. It is not firmware dependent. The same drone can have different altitude options depending on where it is flown. In the UK and EU, the maximum altitude remains locked at 120 meters. In the United States, higher altitude settings are available on the exact same hardware. No firmware change is required to switch between these rules. The restriction depends on geographic positioning. With version 1.19.5, nothing has changed in that regard. The 120-meter cap is still firmly in place in the UK and EU. The request higher limit option is still visible in the app, but it does not function. Declassification remains disabled. Scanning for updates or adjustments makes no difference. For those hoping this update might ease altitude frustrations, it does not. The frustration runs deeper than just a number. UK and EU drone law limits flights to 120 meters above ground level, not above the takeoff point. That difference matters, especially when flying on hills, slopes, or mountainous terrain. Legally, a pilot can remain compliant while climbing terrain. But DJI's software enforces a stricter interpretation, effectively blocking certain terrain-based flights that could otherwise be lawful. This gap between legal allowance and software enforcement has sparked ongoing debate. Many pilots feel that software control is now shaping the flying experience more than the regulations themselves. So what does version 1.19.5 actually bring? There are some small interface improvements. On-screen shortcuts are now quicker to access. Sensor toggles feel slightly easier to reach. Vision assist and obstacle sensor views can be accessed faster. In tight flying environments, these refinements can genuinely help. Quick adjustments matter when navigating narrow spaces or reacting to sudden obstacles. These tweaks improve day-to-day usability, even if only slightly. However, not everything feels polished. Some overlapping icons are still present in certain modes. A few features appear unfinished or placed in awkward positions. Interface layering problems remain, especially when cruise control is active. Certain functions still block others unless a mode is manually canceled first. Instead of feeling streamlined, the app can feel cluttered. For a product positioned as premium and professional, the software experience still lacks a sense of refinement. The RC2 controller continues to be another weak point. This update does not bring noticeable performance improvements to it. Menus remain somewhat sluggish. Typing is still awkward and slow. Storage space remains limited, and customization options are restricted. Users cannot install additional tools or expand functionality beyond DJI's ecosystem. For some pilots, the RC2 feels less like a powerful controller and more like a bottleneck in an otherwise capable system. There are also growing conversations around dynamic home point behavior. This feature is designed to update the home location while the pilot is moving, which is especially useful for cycling, driving, or tracking motion. In theory, it enhances flexibility and safety. In practice, some users report inconsistent behavior in version 1.19.5. Sometimes it activates instantly. Other times it throws an error. Occasionally, it only works after reconnecting or retrying. Standard return to home functions normally, and optimal RTH generally performs well. But when dynamic home point becomes unreliable, it raises understandable safety concerns. Notably, this issue is not mentioned in the release notes. Overall, version 1.19.5 does not introduce any major new features. It does not resolve the biggest restrictions. It does not significantly improve controller performance. If your drone is already working smoothly, there is no urgent reason to rush into updating. In fact, some pilots are becoming more cautious about installing updates immediately. There is a growing sense that DJI Fly updates sometimes introduce new limitations just as often as they fix problems. Community feedback has become increasingly important. Because official notes are brief and vague, real-world user experience is often the only way to understand what has truly changed. Updates now feel less like clear improvements and more like quiet adjustments in direction. For drone pilots, staying informed has become just as important as staying airborne. Software is no longer just a background tool, it actively shapes what your drone can and cannot do.